back room. Are you pleased with how it's developing so far?
I am. Mark has been awesome. He's always been one to leave it on the field, practice the right way, do the hard stuff. But right now it's on another level. Like, he's really working at the detail. Playing like you're 200 pounds. Like today, past pro, he showed up, and that's good to see. The more we can keep him on the field, the better. Malachi Thomas has really come on the last couple days, running like a big back, but he's got some wiggle to him that I didn't expect. Quiet leadership, but he's been fantastic. You can see him coming on. He missed the spring, but you can tell he's getting healthy and confident. And then Antonio Harris he's awesome. He's awesome. He plays the game the right way. He plays it all out and leaves it on the field. And he has a great example that was set before him by Maccabee. And he's just trying to take that baton and run with it. And I mean, he's performing at such a high level, and we just got to keep him there. So, we'll just keep bringing Jaheim along. We know how talented he is. It's going to be about how hard he wants to work every day. He doesn't have a choice. He gonna make it, fellas. He doesn't have a choice, but he is uber talented. Now he's got to lean into the hard stuff, which I believe he will. And Jerron Thomas he's going to be a really good one. He's a freshman. He makes some freshman mistakes, but he does everything full speed in the right way. And Adai Llewellyn, he's a little dude, but he is playing his tail off. He's all in for the team, and you love to see it. He sets a great example. He'll play through pain, everything. Like, he knows this is his last hurrah as well. So, and Carter Holsworth's been a fantastic walk-on. He's been a pleasant surprise. So I'm happy.
With Antonio Harris, did you see some of this last year more, I guess, behind the scenes? I mean, he wasn't getting a lot of reps last year, a lot of carries or anything, but like...
I saw it in high school. Southern Indiana is a under-recruited area, and you see things on tape, and you got to do your job and go evaluate. And I went in, I walked in, I met him. He's 6 foot, like, holy cow. He plays receiver, running back, DB, does some Wildcat quarterback. I know the coach at his high school really well through past, recruiting cycles, and he believed in the kid. And when he gave him a full endorsement, I said, we got to find a way to get you here. And Tone was willing to come in and do the work, right? I see the talent now. We got to develop it. He's done the work, and he figured out what the grind was, what the dedication level really has to be to become a legitimate Big Ten player. And every semester, he's gotten better. Yeah, we saw it last year. Yes, we saw it this spring, this summer, and now it's just come to fruition. And part of it is learning not to wait, right? Like, Mock has always been one, like, hey, man, I want as many guys who can play on my level and push me as possible. And Tone has leaned into that, right? I want a Batman and Superman. I don't, it's great to have a Batman and Robin, but if I can have two alphas, fantastic. And Tone is pushing, right? And the only way you do that is come to work every day with the fire and energy and a desire to be the best version of yourself. And he does that every day. Awesome kid, man.
Is there really more competitiveness in this room than maybe you would have anticipated at this point, just the way he's come along, Malachi being healthy?
Well, not to toot my own horn, that's an expectation in my room. If you're in my room, I'm going to coach you to play, right? And once they get it and they understand who's in front of them, that he is a selfless player. As much as he wants the ball, he wants to do everything right, he just wants, when I step off the field, the next one in has the same energy, same passion, same fire, same desire, bleeds the gold and black the way he does, right? And these kids, he has galvanized these young men to take the baton. And Tone is one who's just done it. Even Malachi, coming in from Virginia Tech, same way. He's quiet, doesn't say much, but you can see he wants it. And I'd even say the same thing for Jerron or Jaheim. They want it, right? It's just how can we tighten up that path and get you there sooner? The difference is with Antonio, no wasted motion, no wasted time. He's on it, man. It's awesome to see.
With Malachi, the fact that he's played a lot of college football, was that easier to transition, missing the spring, once he got out here for fall camp?
Yeah, because he prepared like a professional, right? He could take the truth wholeheartedly. Hey, man, this is where you're at. You missed all spring. When you get healthy, there is no transition period. You got to be ready to go right now. He stayed in his playbook, got to the point where I could walk out the room and he's teaching the young guys, right? That is experience, right? I've got to be into the details, right? He's doing extra work on the side, trying to process, doing the footwork. So yeah, that experience matters, right? And then you're just talking about game day experience, being able to adjust on the fly, to seeing a blitz, seeing a coverage rotation, things like that, little pointers. Like, you can see he's been through the fire. and that matters. What I didn't know was that he had a little bit more diversity in his game than I expected. He's really good on the perimeter, and he's cleaned up some things from his block protection standpoint, and he's finishing through guys more consistently. So he's right where he should be.
With Devin and Antonio, they kind of came up on similar paths, getting to Purdue. What's the relationship dynamic between those two?
Big brother, little brother. It's funny, man. Kind of rivalry, kind of rival school, high schools, whatever. But they know who each other are, you know what I mean? And, Tone has always looked up to him. Hey, it's a guy from Southern Indiana who cut his teeth, cut it the hard way and, set the example. I know I can do it, and having Mock be able to give him a little bit of knowledge, like, hey, don't waste your first year. Don't wait. Just if a coach isn't on you every day, hey, hold yourself accountable. Do the extra work. You're on the team. That means they want you here, right? It's a mindset. And I can relate to that because I was a walk-on here, and I got advice from an elder of mine named Lee Brush, and he told me, don't wait. You're here. If you get put on that field, you better be ready because you may never get another shot. And I took it to heart, and, having guys who have experienced that in the room, like that just invokes confidence in him, and he's awesome. He's awesome.
How do you envision Devin's usage this year? You have any idea in your head how many touches a game? I mean, how you want to use his backs over own games?
That is above my pay grade. I believe that he's going to get the ball in a myriad of ways. We know he can catch the ball out the backfield. You can use him in a lot of ways. It's just a matter of, implementing it within your scheme, right? And then what other weapons do we have around him? But, we know it's his last hurrah. Coach Henson and Coach Henshaw and Coach Odom will have a plan to get him the ball. Because when he's rolling, feed him. That's what you do with any great back. Again, I think that right now, if the room continues to progress the way it is, the good thing for us is we feel confident the next guy in will be just as productive.